taxi209er Japan Air 9er 17. Volley clearance, good afternoon, Thai 1633 ready for pushback at 23. Cleared for pushback, Thai 1633. Bali Brown Virgin 1558 taxi to the gates. Bali Brown Virgin 1558 requesting taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate 14 Virgin 1558. Bali Brown, Thai 1633 ready to taxi. Taxi 209er Thai 1633. Bali clearance, good afternoon, All Nippon 5859er ready for pushback at 20. Cleared for pushback, All Nippon 5859er. Bali Tower Japan Air 9er 17 ready for takeoff on 09er. Clear to land on 09er Etihad 5364. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Japan Air 9er 17. Taxi 209er All Nippon 5859er. Bali clearance, good afternoon, 3065 ready for pushback at 7. Cleared for pushback 3065. Hold position, All Nippon 5859er. Taxi 209er 3065. Continue taxi, All Nippon 5859er. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Taram 8721 ready for pushback at 4. Cleared for pushback, Taram 8721. Bali ground Etihad 5364 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate 20 Etihad 5364. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Air Canada 3420 is on final for 09er. Clear to land on 09er Air Canada 3420. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Thai 1633. Taxi to 09er Taram 8721. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Onapon 4217 ready for pushback at 1. Bali Tower 3065 ready for takeoff on 09er. Cleared for pushback Onapon 4217. Bali ground Onapon 4217 ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er Onapon 4217. Line up and wait on 09er 3065. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Lion Inter 6133 ready for pushback at 3. Bali Tower, Onapon 5859 ready for takeoff on 09er. Cleared for pushback Lion Inter 6133. Cleared for takeoff on 09er 3065. Bali ground Lion Inter 6133 ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er Lion Inter 6133. Bali ground Air Canada 3420 taxi to the gates. Taxi to Gate 23, Air Canada 3420. Cleared for takeoff on 09er on upon 5859er. Bali Tower, Taram 8721 ready for takeoff on 09er. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Taram 8721. Bali Tower, Onapon 4217 ready for takeoff on 09er. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Qantas 89er16 is on final for 09er. Clear to land on 09er Qantas 89er16. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Onapon 4217. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Air Canada 7559er ready for pushback at 10. Cleared for pushback Air Canada 7559er. Bali Tower, Lion Inter 6133 ready for takeoff on 09er. Taxi to 09er Air Canada 7559er. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Lion Inter 6133. Bali clearance, good afternoon, Turkish 2365 ready for pushback at 64. Cleared for pushback, Turkish 2365. Bali ground, Qantas 89er 16 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate 7, Qantas 89er 16. Bali ground, Turkish 2365 ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er Turkish 2365. Bali Tower, Air Canada 7559er ready for takeoff on 09er. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Air Canada 7559er. Bali Tower, good afternoon, Delta 4632 is on final for 09er. Clear to land on 09er Delta 4632. Bali clearance, good afternoon, Indonesia 9er 421 ready for pushback at 66. Cleared for pushback, Indonesia 9er 421. Bali ground, Indonesia 9er 421 ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er Indonesia 9er 421. Bali clearance, good afternoon, Quebec's 19er 17 ready for pushback at 34. Cleared for pushback, Quebec's 19er 17. Bali Tower, good afternoon, Air India 6858 is on final for 09er. Cleared to land on 09er Air India 6858. Cleared for pushback, Virgin 1559er. Line up and wait on 09er Turkish 2365. Cleared Cleared for takeoff on 09er Turkish 2365. Bali ground, Avex 19er 17 ready to taxi. Bali ground Delta 4632 taxi to the gates. Taxi to 09er Avex 19er 17. Taxi to gate 4 Delta 4632. Taxi to 09er Virgin 1559er. Cleared for pushback Europa 5633. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Virgin 7064 is on final for 09er. Clear to land on 09er Virgin 7064. Bali Tower, Indonesia 9er 421 ready for takeoff on 09er. Line up and wait on 09er Indonesia 9er 421. Bali ground, Europa 5633 ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er Europa 5633. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Indonesia 9er 421. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Etihad 5365 ready for pushback at 20. Bali ground, Air India 6858 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate 3 Air India 6858. Hold position Air India 6858. Continue taxi Air India 6858. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Argentina 2720 is on final for 09er. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Air India 3859er ready for pushback at 24. Cleared for pushback Air India 3859er. Hold position Europa 5633. Cleared for pushback Etihad 5365. Clear to land on 09er Argentina 2720. Bali Tower, Virgin 1559er ready for takeoff on 09er. Continue taxi Europa 5633. Bali ground, Air India 3859er ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er Air India 3859er. Taxi to 09er Etihad 5365. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Berlin 9er 216 is on final for 09er. Clear to land on 09er Berlin 9er 216. Taxi to gate 24 Virgin 7064. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Malaysian 8065 ready for pushback at 25. Line up and wait on 09er Virgin 1559er. Cleared for pushback Malaysian 8065. Cleared for takeoff on 09er Virgin 1559er. Bali ground, Argentina 2720 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate 20, Argentina 2720. Bali ground, Malaysian 8065, ready to taxi. Taxi to 09er, Malaysian 8065. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Onapon 1132 is on final for 09er. Cleared for pushback, Virgin 4721. Cleared to land on 09er, Onapon 1132. Bali Tower, Abex 19er 17, ready for takeoff on 09er. Line up and wait on 09er, Abex 19er 17. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Air Canada 3421, ready for pushback at 23. Cleared for pushback, Air Canada 3421. Cleared for takeoff on 09er, Abex 19er 17. Bali ground, Berlin 9er 216, taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate 1, Berlin 9er 216. Bali ground, Virgin 4721, ready to taxi. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Springbok 6217, ready for pushback at 22. Taxi to 09er, Virgin 4721. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Atari 5558 is on final for 09er.